Welcome to this week's What's for Dinner video. My name is Ashley. I'm going to be showing you 3 different meals I made this past week. I don't always follow recipes exactly, but if you're interested, I've linked some similar recipes down below. So the first dinner I'm going to be showing you, I made some chicken Primavera Pasta. So I'm just starting out with my chicken breast. I butterflied one chicken breast in half, that way I have thinner pieces of chicken. And I'm just going to season with some McCormick Montreal seasoning and some Cajun seasoning. So next I'm just going to work on cooking up my chicken. So to my pan I have it on medium heat and I poured in just a little bit of oil, and I'm just going to cook this chicken until it is all the way cooked through. So once the chicken was done, I just set it aside on a clean plate and then I will cut it up later. So to the same pan, I'm going to begin with my vegetables. So I just poured in some frozen peas and carrots. I do like a lot of peas and carrots in my Primavera pasta, so I'm just going to unthaw those. So next I'm going to add in my broccoli. You can totally add whatever vegetables you want in Primavera pasta. I am going to stick with these, and then I also added in a little bit of minced garlic. I'm just going to toss that around and make sure everything's coated. So next I'm going to add in my drained penne noodles. This is about half a box, and I'm just going to toss that around. And then for my sauce, I'm just going to melt half a stick of butter. So next I'm going to add in a nice generous amount of Parmesan cheese. I love just like butter noodles with Parmesan cheese. So lastly, I'm just going to toss back in my chicken that I had cut up and some dried parsley flakes. I'm just going to mix everything together, add a little bit more cheese, and this is ready to go. This is also where you can just taste test everything. I added a little bit of Cajun seasoning because I add that to everything. I love how fresh and delicious this pasta turned out. This is how everything looked when it was done. I just served it with a side salad, and I will definitely make this again. The next dinner I'm going to be showing you is something that I've wanted to make for a very long time. I made some Nashville hot chicken biscuits. So I'm going to start off with the Nashville hot sauce. There are different ways to make this. You can either use oil or butter. I'm going to use butter for this one. So I'm just melting half a stick of butter and adding in some cayenne pepper, paprika, and then I added in some salt and pepper. I think the last version that I made my Nashville hot sauce, I added in some brown sugar. We did not actually like it with the sugar, so this time I did more of a salty version. So next I'm going to put my biscuits in the oven. I'm just cooking them per the directions. And next I'm going to work on my chicken. So again, I'm just going to butterfly one chicken breast in half and pat it dry, and these will be the patties. So I'm just going to get my coating mixture all ready. So I'm just doing a little bit of an egg wash, and to the flour I'm going to season with garlic salt, cayenne pepper, paprika. So next I'm just going to coat the chicken. So I'm going to dunk the chicken in the egg wash and then straight into the flour, and I'm only going to do one coating. So I'm just going to do the same thing to both chicken breasts. So once my biscuits were done, I took those out, and next I'm going to start cooking my frozen fries. You can definitely add whatever you want to the side of this. Frozen fries were just easy. So next I'm going to begin shallow frying my chicken. I'm just going to cook these on both sides, flip them when they are nice and brown, and these will be done. So once they were done, I just removed them to a wire rack to finish draining the excess oil, and then I just assembled. I added some pickles on the bottom, the chicken, and the biscuit. This was so good, and I can't wait to make that again. The last dinner I'm going to be showing you, I attempted to make some calzones. So I'm starting off with my vegetables. I'm just going to cut up part of a green bell pepper and part of a red onion. I love lots of veggies on my pizza, so I'm going to attempt to make it like that. My husband does not like green bell peppers on his pizza or in his calzone, so I only cut up enough for me. I really had to get a wet paper towel because those onions were killing my eyes. So next I'm going to begin assembling the calzones. So I am using pie crust for these calzones. That is the one thing that I would do differently, is not use pie crust. Use pizza dough. Pie crust was just way too flaky once it was all done. So I'm going to first make mine, so I just spread some pizza sauce on there, layering some cheese and pepperoni. I would add more pizza sauce next time I made this as well. So next I'm just going to spread out my onion and bell pepper. I would have added jalapeno to mine as well, but there was only enough and I knew my husband wanted it for his. So next I'm just going to close them over and pinch the sides. You know what's funny is I didn't even watch a single video on how to make a calzone. I probably should have done that. So next I'm just going to make his. I'm going to do it the same way. Spread some pizza sauce, add cheese, pepperoni. So then I just put these in the oven at about 375 until they were all nice and browned. I did spread some butter on the top just to help brown them and crust them up a little bit. This is how they looked when they came out of the oven. They were definitely so hot, so you had to let them sit. This is how everything looked when it was done. Definitely good, but I would use pizza dough next time. Thank you so much for watching this week's What's for Dinner video. Make sure you come back next week for another one.